everybody. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, Facebook. And good morning, Instagram. Happy Thursday, everyone. It is a sunny, warm, beautiful, fake spring day here in St. Louis, you guys. I cannot even believe how nice it is. Lincoln, on his way home after school today, I'm like, you're walking home. And he was grumbling. And I'm like, dude, it's like 60 degrees. You can walk home today. And so what a beautiful day. But of course, as we all know, and I see lots of folks checking in from Missouri, it is definitely fake spring. We are going to have Mother Nature come back with a fury real quick here, but let's enjoy it while we can. And I love my new costume for today. We're going to talk more about why I am wearing a Hawaiian shirt in just a little bit. I see folks checking in from all over the place. Good morning, Dory. Good morning, Bobby. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Greta. 30 degrees this morning in Spokane, Washington. You know, Stephanie, I am glad you join us every Thursday because I am learning how absolutely darn cold it is in Washington. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. Let's see, Savannah is in the iconic New England snow globe snow. Yes, so I lived in Boston. I am well aware of that New England snow and how darn cold it can be. So welcome, everybody. Thank you for spending time with us today. We have some fun things for you today, but we're going to start, as we always do, with questions that have been submitted by you guys. Go to cottoncuts.com/live to submit your question. Paula leaves them here, and I see them when I sit down. I have not seen them ahead of time. However, the desk is relatively clear today, except for there is this little sewing foot hanging out. So I'm thinking I might need that in a minute. Let's see what she has planned. Okay, so our first question comes to us from Patricia Menchaca. I hope I said that, Patricia. Patricia Menchaca from Pipe Creek, Texas. Thank you so much for your question, Patricia. She says, I have a Singer Esteen sewing machine. How do I get the 1/4 inch for quilting? Do I need a 1/4 inch presser foot, or can I use my regular foot? Okay, so this is a great question because quilters are always striving for that 1/4 inch seam, right? It's something that only quilters have, this 1/4 inch. When you're a seamstress, you're in 5/8, you're in a half, you're in something much bigger. When you're doing upholstery, it's definitely bigger. But quilters like that 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch is important because you want to minimize the fabric that's on the inside of your quilt. If you take bigger than a 1/4 inch seam allowance, you're putting more fabric to the inside. It adds to weight. It adds to cost. And so 1/4 inch is that has been someone somewhere in their infinite wisdom decided a 1/4 inch was just sufficient enough to be strong enough to keep the quilt together while also minimizing the fabric that gets sucked into the middle of the quilt. And so when it comes to a 1/4 inch for quilting, I will share with you, I had a Singer machine when I first started out, and I used my regular presser foot on my sewing machine, and my seams were so big, and I couldn't figure out why. And so I see Paula has left me the 1/4 inch quilting foot, and so I want to show everyone this. I didn't even know this was a thing until I took a sewing machine class. And so what this is meant to be a precise 1/4 inch seam allowance. So rather than guessing and kind of I'll go to the inside of the clear part of my presser foot and assume it's a 1/4 inch, or trying to use the increments that are on the foot plate of your sewing machine. They've made these Quilters presser foots. And so there's a couple key features about it. So you'll know those wings. I'm trying to show both Instagram and Facebook, so hopefully you guys can all see this. The wings are narrower, and they are set to be a 1/4 inch for quilting, but they also have a single hole in the middle. And so I'm going to see if I can get it so you guys can see it, but it has just a hole. It doesn't have a slot. And so that's made so that way your needle hits consistently as well, right in the middle of this presser foot. This is what it means when they say a 1/4 inch presser or quilting foot is this type of foot here. Now, do you have to have this? Absolutely not. If you're comfortable putting, the painter's tape on your machine and using that for your 1/4 inch, definitely do that. These little guys are not too expensive. I highly recommend getting them. We had them on all of our machines in the shop when we were teaching children how to sew, and it helped them greatly to actually be able to say, line your fabric up with the edge of the fabric, like if the edge of the presser foot every time. These things are worth their weight. I think they're only like $20 or less. And so I would invest in this if that 1/4 inch and that consistency matters to you. Again, if I'm working with my kids, like my kids at home, sometimes we just, it's okay to not be exactly a 1/4 inch because they're not doing a lot of heavy piecing. Yes, ma'am. Does it have to be sewing machine brand specific? So Paula is asking me, does it? And so I would say yes. So buy the one that's for your brand because of the way that it connects to the machine. So there's the bar that actually connects it to the machine. If you want to save yourself future headaches versus a buck or two by going with something cheaper, I'd recommend getting the one for your brand of sewing machine. And especially because that needle, it has a very small margin for error. And if you try to use a different presser foot on a different machine, now they are generally universal, but that doesn't mean always universal. And so I think it would be worth a couple extra bucks just to save yourself some headaches down the road. All right. Michelle's wishing that the snow would melt in New York. I feel that. We had snow on the ground in St. Louis for 4 weeks. That has never happened in the 20 years I've lived here. It is absolutely bonkers that our snow hung around for that long. Patricia, all right, fantastic. I'm glad I got your name correctly, and I hope that was helpful how I answered your question. All right. Misty is talking about auditors at work driving her crazy. Well, I'm glad we could provide a distraction for you this morning. All right, Patricia, thank you so much for your question. Go ahead, go cottoncuts.com to submit, cottoncuts.com/live to submit a question for our next show. We have another question from Amanda Robinson from Kansas City, Kansas. Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas. All right. So Amanda says, hi, Kim. I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. Since I don't live that far from you, I know firsthand the weather has caused many delays. I just received my box and I could not be happier. Oh my gosh, Amanda, you're going to make me cry. I was like a kid in a candy store and now I don't have to wait anymore. Yay. I'm sewing Nightingale and love the fabric. Can you tell me when strips will be available? I'd love to start working on some fun pillows in between clues. Thanks for you and your team do. Thanks for all that you and your team do for us. You guys, this is, oh my gosh, this like makes my day to hear this kind of stuff, you guys. I love making you guys happy with all the things that we do. So thank you, Amanda, for taking the time to write this note. All right. So Amanda's asking about our strip cuts. And so the strips are from that we have left over from our new die cutter. And so the strip kits are actually being made right now. So one of our employees had an accident with her knee. And so Paula grabbed them real fast. So it's these guys, right? So we talked about these a couple shows ago, that this is what our new machine is giving us, is these nice big wide pieces of strips. And so one of our employees has a bum knee, and so she can't necessarily do a lot of the kitting and the die cutting. So she is making our strip packs, which is an awesome, awesome use of time. And so she is putting these, we're putting them together. You're going to get like 20 of these, maybe 40 of these. And then some of the pieces, Paula just keeps throwing fabric at me. Like, thank God we work with fabric and not something sharp, because she could really take me down. Okay. So yes. So we're going to do like, you get like 20 of these strips and then 20 of ones that have the fold. And we're going to put them in a package. They'll be on the website on Monday, and it's going to be by colorway and by fabric. So you'll get an entire bag of just this print and an entire bag of just this print. It makes sense for us to do it by just the fabric because we don't cut them on the same amount. So I can't necessarily give you a pack that's a mix like this because we don't cut them all in the same amount. So it's all going to be a single fabric. They'll be on the website on Monday. Again, we love doing it because it's a way to keep fabric out of the trash. We don't throw away fabric. I hate waste. I hate throwing it all away. And so I like packaging them in units that I know you guys will love and be able to put good use to. And to Amanda's question, making some fun pillows. We saw Cheryl's pillows that she made with her moonlit fabric and her moonlit snippets. And so, it's one of those, we just like giving you guys more ways to create more fun things, especially when you have a quilt on a bed. It would be nice to have those strips to be able to make accent pillows or the bed runners that go down on the end. Like, we love that. And so stay tuned, coming next week. And I have no doubt I'll be talking about it on next week's live as well. Made by Sapna is asking, how wide are the strips? And so the strips are going to be variable. But they are wide. So I would say I'm going to do the universal quilters math. You guys know your index finger is about 3 inches. And so when I lay it down, the strips are about 3 inches. I would say 3 inches plus or minus a half an inch. So Terry, there's just going to be one color per package. Since like I know this fabric we cut a ton of, we're going to have more of this than say like this fabric, which we don't cut as much of. And so we can't necessarily mix them up. We want to make sure that you guys are happy with them. And so it'll be all of just this fabric in the strip. And so Sapna, if you can see, like this one's a little different in that it's kind of wider on this hand and narrow on this hand, but they are usually more universal than that. All right. Great question, Amanda. Look at all that conversation that was stirred. Thank you so much. All right. If you have a question for me, go to cottoncuts.com/live and submit your question. Paula goes through them and puts them here when I sit down, and we see what pops up. All right. Don't forget to give StreamYard your permission so we can see your name. You guys are doing a fantastic job making sure that we can do that so I can see you and interact with you. I see So Terry had a question about the color challenge cards. Those are on the website. We don't have 2024 on the website yet. We are so focused on getting Flyaway out the door, but that'll be coming soon. So definitely check that site that she just sent over. And don't forget to stay to the end because we have a giveaway like we do every time to get a $25 gift card to our shop by answering a simple question. Okay, so next, what is happening in the shop this week? And so I missed last week's show. Thank you guys for watching Dominic and I create with ChatGPT. I hope you guys enjoyed that show because that was so much fun to make and such a disaster watching this train slowly go down the track as we tried to sew using AI. Hysterical, loved it. So we have a lot of things that have happened in the shop. So we shipped a berserker amount of stuff. I know we're still waiting on some Flyaway stuff, and we appreciate your guys' patience, but we have shipped Java, Chroma, Modern Maker, Classic, and our snippets. All of those have shipped out the door, which is fantastic. And so for those, I want you guys to put on your calendar to join me next week for our live. We're going to be talking about our new Cotton Cuts Platinum, and I'm going to review what all of those boxes are so that way you guys know exactly what comes in each one and how Platinum will work, where you can choose which box we ship you each month. Savannah's saying she got a few laughs out of the AI video. Thank you. Dominic has loved watching it. Let's see here. Let's see, Rachel. Thank you so much for your acknowledgement on the gifts. We're trying. We're really, I promise you guys, it's not for lack of effort. That machine has not stopped moving. We are moving as fast as we can. Mother Nature has other ideas. Illness, if someone gets sick, the worst thing that can happen is for them to come to work and take all of us down. So we definitely encourage people to stay home if they're sick. It's just been a perfect storm, but we are all doing the best that we can. All right. So Flyaway is continuing. Be sure to check the tracker. We are actually going to have movement on the tracker today, even though we're still getting Clue 8 out tomorrow. Some parts of the tracker are going to start moving today. So definitely be sure that you're watching that. We're getting our second machine. We've been waiting on the second machine for a long time. It is finally coming. And then we can start really cranking things out, which is going to be amazing. And let's see here. So Floral States comes to an end next month. We're going to ship months 9 and 10 together with all of your strip packs. So you guys are going to get a whole bunch of stuff to finish it out. Those are so fun. Those little Floral Stage eats like cute little bite-sized block that came together. It's so much fun. I cannot wait to see what you guys do with it. I know some folks are talking about embroidering statehood information on it. They're talking about putting capitals on each block, the state capital on each block. You guys are blowing my mind on the creativity that you're putting into those blocks. And I cannot wait for that to finish and come to an end next month and see what you guys do with it. And I know people are putting panels on the back. I know people are putting creative things on the back. I am inspired. Dominic's adorable. Yes, I'm a big fan of Dominic. He's going to be here this summer. He's going to be doing some YouTube stuff for us, and I am excited to see what he comes up with. And Lindsay loves her Chroma subscription. I love it too. I am one. I oftentimes get stuck in a rut, and I am a white or a gray or a black thread, and I love that Chroma encourages me to sew with other threads, that you can do that. And so I like that it's that catalyst to kind of get out of what's comfortable for us. Good morning, Sylvia. Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to show you guys Java for next month. So Java for next month just arrived. So as we know, next month is March. March is oftentimes categorized as green for better or worse because of St. Patrick's Day. And so as we know, green's not a color. I don't see this color. I'm assuming this is a beautiful bundle. You guys will have to tell me. Actually, it's quite a beautiful bundle. I love the green bundles. But this is what our Java is going to be for next month. So if you guys like this, head on over to the website, sign up for Java. Or if you're Platinum member, I think it's going to be April where we'll be able to start Platinum for Java. All right, cuddle books. All right, so this cute little stinking books, I swear. My team makes these little books every month for us so I can show them to you guys, and they are absolutely adorable. So Cuddle Books is a program where we have panels. We have pre-printed panels that make children's books, usually for children that are 2 to 5 or 6, and so they come like this, and then they have all the instructions on how to assemble them. And we give you a whole bunch of cute little ribbons that you can sew into them that coordinate with the book, because kids like ribbons. They like little crinkle things. They like things that make sound. And so let's see here. So these are the 3 books that are going to be shipping in the month of March. Okay. This one, Say Please Little Monster. I know I said like 2 to like 5, 6, or 7. I feel like my 14-year-old could probably benefit from Say Pleasing Little Monster. But see, here's where we put all those little ribbons so that the little hands can use them to turn the pages. And then there's a little bit of crinkles, so little monster's horns. This one's adorable. Again, 2 to 5 or 6 and possibly teenagers in your life. Here's an extraordinary because it is going to be March. We're preparing for Easter. And so we've got the little like egg ears and the little ribbons on each page. And then it's bath time little one. And so here it's hard to see. There's not a lot of contrast on that elephant, but you know, it's bedtime. And so I know a lot of people read to the children before bath time. So that's another fantastic, lovely book. So with the Cuddle books, you guys get your choice of one of those 3 books, or we can surprise you and send it to you. So we love Cuddle. It's doing great. We also, I'm sorry, I'm being psst from the side. Psst. This is how Paula talks to me. She goes, psst, psst. Yes, Paula. Yes. Okay. So to get in on those 3 books I just showed you, you have to sign up by the 1st of March. So by Saturday. Otherwise you get pushed to the next month. All right. I see lots of questions coming in. So Jackie Hallman is asking, what date will Clue to a Flyaway ship? Flyway always, always, always ships, and the clues are emailed on the first Friday of the month. And so we will send you an email if you're a prepaid detective with how to download your clue. If you're month to month, it will mail next Friday. So next Friday is the first Friday of March. In your booklets, so everyone has a colorway booklet that they receive with their clues. On the inside, it has all of those ship dates if you ever get lost. I know we've got 2 programs going on at once, and we're about to talk about a new one. But the inside of your booklet always has the ship dates and the recharge dates. Rachel's asking, when you design your material with, say, stitches, what do you use to put them up without damaging the fabric? Let's see here. I think, Rachel, I'm going to need more clarification on that. I usually use a design wall, but I don't think that's what you're getting to. So if you could possibly let me know how I can possibly help you with that, for sure. Teens and tweens, Say Please, loving books. What's the mystery? So that Crafty Life with Rebecca, we haven't gotten to Mystery 50 yet. So you are just in time. All right. Oh, and the retreats, you guys, we're like half sold out for both New Orleans and Sonoma. If you are on the fence about whether or not to join us this summer and you learn from Juicy Juice and do a unique retreat exclusive puzzle mystery quilt, you guys are going to want to make sure that you sign up because those last few slots are going to go real darn fast. All right. Let's see here. So today's main topic, we are talking about a new mystery program for Cotton Cuts. And so this is something new for us, but it has a traditional Cotton Cuts flair on it. So what we are talking about is Mystery 50. We met with the designers of the Mystery 50 program at Quilt Market in October. And so what they've done is they've created a year-long program of mysteries that they're using quilt shops like us to partner with. And so they've done all the design work for us. They have created a story to go with each of the mysteries that they've created. And we are picking our own fabrics. We're picking our own means of communicating it. And all of the shops that are participating are staying on the same timeline. So I know that we've had some questions in the group, like, I'm seeing this in lots of places. My local quilt shop has it. Another shop I follow has it. So a lot of shops are participating in it. As far as I know, we are the only ones that are pre-cutting all the parts that you're going to need to participate in this program. So with that said, how is this different from our traditional puzzle mystery quilt? So for those of you guys that have been with us a long time, you know we've had our traditional 10-month puzzle mystery quilt. Starts in February, ends in November, starts in July, ends in April. Each month we email you a clue or we mail you a clue. Everything is pre-cut. There's 10 clues. You set it aside, and at the end we do a big reveal, and you know we have all the quilts, and sometimes things fall down, and it's lots of fun, right? So we will still continue to do our big 10-month mystery program. However, we've been asked by a lot of our folks for something shorter, right? Something that's a little more compact. and also something that's not necessarily square like the traditional puzzle mystery quilt. And so, we looked for a whole bunch of different ideas and different partnerships, and this one came to us. And so we knew that we could take this idea and make it cotton cuts like, and we could still offer multiple different colorways. We could still do pre-cut kits. All of these quilts have 2 different layouts. So you'll be sewing your parts and pieces, and then when you get to the reveal on the end, you get to choose the final layout. Of course, with everything, guys, you can make it your own. If you don't like the final layout, you can do whatever you want with it. But in the new mystery, there are definitely 2 different layout options with the parts and pieces that you've been sewing along the whole time. Okay, so it is a shorter duration. So these mysteries are only 3 months in duration, and 3 months is from the time sign-up start until the time that you get to the reveal. The actual mystery itself is over a 6-week period of time. And so each week you're going to get a clue. Much like the puzzle mystery clues, you're going to get a clue each week, and you're going to sew it together, and then you're going to be able to finish your quilt. Now, these quilts, we've seen the first couple for this first year, and they are roughly 50, 60, 70 by 70, 80-ish. So they are a little bigger. They are different sizes. Each mystery is released quarterly. So the first one's going to start in July, and then it'll be quarterly throughout the year, and there will be 4 of them. And for each one of them, we're going to learn about Laura Langston. I'm sure I pronounced Laura's name incorrectly. Laura Langston is going to be a character that we're going to be learning about, and each clue that drops is going to tell you a little bit more about her and about her background and about her story. So we've got the mystery quilt that you're making, and we've got a mystery story that goes in parallel with all of it. There is a main character. It's going to be a different character each time. Now, if you choose to participate in all 4 of the mysteries, there will be a 5th bonus mystery that we're going to add on at the end that only you get to participate in. Again, there's like a lot of layers to this onion. And so this is kind of the first time we're telling you guys about this, but not the last. And then we've heard this before, right? So the price of fabric is going up. The price of shipping is going up. And so people have asked us if we would offer a shop your stash option. So still be able to participate in the mystery, but use fabrics that you already have. And so for this program, there will be a shop your stash option. There will be a nominal fee for you to participate and still receive each clue, right? We definitely have to make sure that we're keeping track of all the people participating. We have to pay for this pattern from the designers that are making it. And so there'll be a nominal fee. But we want you to give an opportunity in just the changing economic times that we have to be able to shop your stash and still participate. And so for each of these mysteries, we'll give you guidance for fabrics that you can choose. Now, as with everything, one of the beauties about the PMQ is we choose all the fabrics for you. So we will definitely still have pre-cut selections for you to choose from. Everything will be coordinated. We'll do all the design work to make sure it's going to look lovely together. But if you want to shop your stash, you definitely can. But recognize that you might pick a green that doesn't look so good next to that purple, but that's one of the risks that happens. But the benefit is you guys get to use fabric that you already have. You will have to cut it. I'm not going to come to your house and take a die cutter and cut your fabric for you. Sorry, guys. But you will have to cut it yourself. So you're going to have a little bit more time there, but you get to use your own stash. All right. Let's see here. Starts in July, runs 6 weeks. So how is it the same? Right. So it's going to be the same because it'll be like our same fun stuff that we do, right? We're still going to have the colorways dropping and still show you guys colorways, and we'll still have motivation to keep you guys sewing, and we'll do check-ins, and we'll still do lots of fun stuff. We will continue to have pre-cut kits with binding included, and we're going to do some wide back backing options as well. So if you participate, you can buy your wide backs, and all of that stuff that we have is we're still going to do for the new mystery. But it has those benefits of being shorter. It's weekly. You can shop your stash, all of those things that go with it. So what we have is, as participants in the program, they've given us an opportunity to host a mini mystery on March 29th. And so this is a way for you guys to, participate in the new system, kind of see how the shopping your stash could work before you commit to shopping your stash in July. You get to meet the character Laura in this day event, and you can sew along with us and see how the new clues are going to work, and kind of see what the design element's going to be. Lauren, you actually beat me to the question. So in this example, you're going to get to kind of test the waters a little bit. And so it is absolutely free to attend those sew-ins and see how it's going to work and to see how the clues work. We are going to be doing 2 different sessions. So we're going to be doing one for those that get a pre-cut kit from us. They're on the website right now. I'm going to come back to that in a minute. And then there'll be a second session that'll be longer duration for those that want to shop their stash and cut their own fabric. And so we have to do it that way, right? If we're giving you parts and pieces and everything is cut, we can't run it at the same time as those that are actively cutting their fabrics. It's not fair, right? So we're going to do it. So those that have pre-cut parts and pieces are going to be a 2-hour on March 29th. And then those that are shopping your own stash are going to be in 3 hours, right? You've got to iron, press, all that stuff. We will give you guidance for fabric selection if you choose to shop your own stash. We have created a series of 5 different kits for this mini mystery. And so they're colored, they're specific by color. So there's a pink, there's a blue, there's a green, there's a purple. And then because we had some red, orange, and yellows that looked really good together, we call it hot, hot, hot. It's hot, hot, hot. It is bright and it is lively. This mini quilt is going to finish 22 by 22 inches. If you're doing it on the pre-cut way. It finishes 21 by 21 if you cut your own. In the cutting your own instructions, there's some like 1/8 of an inches that we didn't want to do on the die cutter. So it's just like this much difference between the two. You're not even going to notice it, but it's 22 by 22 or 21 by 21. If you want to get more than one block, no one's going to stop you. The blocks, the pre-cut blocks are only $15. We want to get you guys into the program and kind of see if you like it. Definitely get everyone together on March 29th. And get us all sewing so we can see how this is going to work. Now, one of the unique things about this is that it is only in our Facebook group. And so you have to be a member of the group to be able to participate. This is the only one that we're going to do this way, unless you guys love it and unless it works, then we might do something else with it. But right now we're creating a Facebook event in the Mystery 5-0 Cotton Cuts group. And at the assigned time at 9 o'clock or at 1 o'clock, whenever you're supposed to attend, we'll start dropping clues and videos into that event. And so you'll see a video with a little bit of a story, a little bit of a background, and then you guys can sew together. And so if you've pre-cut, we're estimating about 20 minutes per clue to sew it. And you'll be able to be with a whole bunch of people, all facilitated through Facebook and all facilitated through the online interactions. Now, like I said, 2 different sections if you're shopping your own stash or if you're doing the pre-cut kits, just because there's some time advantage for us doing the cutting for you. Be sure to make sure you're joining that Facebook group. It looks like Paula's got it up on the screen now, Cotton Cuts M50 Mystery. You can also get there via Cotton Cuts Fabric. We've been tagging it for the past couple weeks. Let's see here. The 2 time frames. All right. So that is the introduction to the event. So it's going to start in full in July. Lauren has asked if there's examples of one that have been done in the past. And so for this program, the designers are former quilt shop owners. And so they've been doing mysteries out of their quilt shops for years. And so they're kind of harvesting those quilt shop designs and putting them together. I can tell you the first one I saw is, it's like everyone I've shown it to in their shop is going to sew it because it is so stinking cute. And it is so, it's different than what we've done, but it's a similar process to get there. And so I think this is one of those ones that the mini mystery we do in a couple of weeks will give you an example of the process, but the design of the mini mystery is not what the first one's going to be. But these are, super tested patterns. They've been run in quilt shops before. And of course, we'll put Cotton Cut spin on it. So, if you were to walk into a quilt shop and see this quilt, you would see it in a specific colorway and it'd be in specific fabrics. We're going to offer you multiple colorways just so, like with our regular mysteries, we're going to offer you different colorways because perhaps you're making a quilt for, someone who just had a baby that has a pink room, or perhaps you're making a quilt for a college graduate and he loves blue, right? So we want to make sure that we still have that variety of choice and colorways. Now, as I said when I started, there's a lot of quilt shops that are doing this. You can definitely go and buy fabric from any of the other quilt shops that are participating and then participate with us. There'll be an option for that. Other people can definitely come and buy pre-cut fabrics from us and then go participate with their local quilt shops. That's one of the beauty of this network and this program is that, say, for example, you look at our colorways and nothing sings to you, you can definitely go get fabric someone else and then participate with us. And so keep in mind, Nobody else is pre-cutting. We're the only ones pre-cutting as of right now. So you would have to cut your fabric in that situation, but that's going to be an option. Let's see here. Missy doesn't know if she's on the Facebook group. We can definitely get you hooked up with that. So Terry's looking at the website. Fantastic. All right. So that's kind of the, quick introduction to what this program is. Definitely get your kit. Definitely sign up for the event on March 29th. Join the Facebook group. It's only going to be in Facebook. If you're on Instagram, I'm so sorry, guys, but we're keeping it on just Facebook for this introduction, just to the process and how it works and how it's going to be similar and different than our existing mystery. Let's see here. Make sure in the Facebook group and make sure you're going to the event. And if you love it, then stay tuned for July, because the next mystery is coming. And that one, like I said, everyone I've showed it to wants to make it. It is done with 2.5-inch strips. We're going to do all the cutting for you. And it is a fantastic and wonderful project. All right. I'm excited. I put on a Hawaiian shirt today. It's a happy day. I hope you guys are excited as well. So today we're going to be giving away that $25 gift card. So find this video wherever you find it. Oh, hold on. I got a question. Missy's asking, is the stash video also on the 29th? I love that purple colorway. Okay. So on the 29th, we're going to have one session if you buy a pre-cut kit. And then we're going to have one session if you shop your stash. So those that shop their stash will all be participating together. And then those that buy a pre-cut kit are all going to be participating together in 2 different sessions, right? Because so think about this, Misty, right? So I have yardage here. I followed the guidance and I have, my focal print. I have my accent print. I have my strip print. I have it all here. The videos are going to tell me how to cut it. And so if I bought a pre-cut kit, I'm going to be sitting there with nothing to do. So we separated it out so that way those that have the pre-cut kits can get in, get it sewn, get their block made. And then those that shop their stash will have time to cut and sew it all together as they go. The purple colorway is fantastic. It is the only batik we have, and I guarantee you it's going to be out quickly, Misty. So if you like it, I would grab it before too long. Okay, taking a breath. Are there any other questions before we wrap up? I'm going to give you guys a half a second. I think there's like an 8-second delay on YouTube. This is something that they'll tell me later. Okay. So find this video on YouTube, on Facebook, or on Instagram, and give us a comment. I think you're talking to me. It's made by Misty instead of Misty Proctor. We have 2 Misties on the show today. Thank you both for joining us. All right. So find this video, and we're going to give you one lucky person a $25 gift certificate if you answer the question. What is your favorite type of mystery? Is it book, TV show, or movie? And which one? Tell us. I've been doing tons of reading. I would love it if you have a favorite mystery book, like an author, genre, character. Find this video, share all that goodness with us, and we'll pick one lucky person to win a $25 gift card to our shop. If you watch this show on replay and you have any questions at all about Mystery 5.0, leave them in the comments. Our team will be watching it and we'll be monitoring it. We'll be definitely getting back to you. All right. That is it for me, everybody. Have a fantastic fake spring day, if it's fake spring where you are, or snow, or you're wishing for warmer weather. And we will see you guys soon. Happy sewing, everybody. Bye now. And cut. Thank you so much for watching our video. We have so much fun making these, and we hope that you were both delighted and inspired by what you just watched. This video was sponsored by Cotton Cuts. Cotton Cuts is your one stop for all the best fabric and thread memberships. Love fabric? We've got you covered. Love thread? We've got you covered. We get that no 2 quilters are cut from the same cloth, which is why our memberships are as unique as you. We also have the largest block of the month in the world. Over 4,000 detectives solve our puzzle mystery quilts every year, and you can join them. Simply go to cottoncuts.com to learn more about all the awesome and fun things that we're doing. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to make sure you get all of our new fresh content every time it comes out. Thank you so much. Happy sewing enthusiasts, and we will see you soon. Bye now.